Well, it didn't take long for the crazy train to leave the station on the 23 Britannias, now did it? As you know, this is going to be the last Britannia with Queen Elizabeth on them, and we're going to take a look into the hype on this Britannia and see if there's anything behind it. And I've also got some pictures of King Charles' new coin portrait, so you definitely want to check that out. Stay tuned. YouTube stackers, how the heck are you? Welcome to another episode of the Silver and Gold Stack Attack. And as always, I can't thank you enough for taking a few minutes out of your day to check out the new video. And as always, if you like what you see here, and you decide you want to help support the channel, and hey, why not jab that thumbs up button, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already done so. We've got the best community here, and I'm really happy to be a part of it. You guys are awesome. Alright, so you folks who are regulars here know I absolutely love my Britannias. I'll buy almost anything she's on. Seriously, I do. That's just how I go. I love the artwork, I love the representation, and I love the Roman origins. You might already be aware that Britannia's first appearance as a figure was on a Roman coin back in AD 119. Way back. Her first appearance on English coins didn't take place until 1672. So that solidifies the fact that she was of Roman origin to begin with. And the Corinthian helmet she's always depicted with has clear Roman influence. The English would later adopt her as their own for a symbol of strength and protection. But enough of the history lesson. Here's what we know so far about the 23 Britannia. So this limited release 23 Britannia, and make no mistake, it is going to be limited, features the final effigy of Queen Elizabeth II. Now, rumor has it that the Royal Mint started producing these around September 1st, 2022, but as we know, the Queen passed on September 8th, and that left the Mint in a little bit of a quandary because, well, hell, they had to decide whether they should melt them or release them. In the end, they weighed the cost of melting them and restriking, and they decided, yeah, we're not going to do that, so we'll just release the run to the public. Now, as such, supplies are said to be extremely limited. Now, how limited remains to be seen, because the Mint hasn't issued that number, and I'm not about to guesstimate on my own. But due to the Queen's passing, a second 2023 Britannia coin featuring King Charles III, his effigy, that'll be released in 2023. So what that means is there's going to be a Type-1 coin with the Queen and a Type-2 with the King for 2023. And of course, the mintage of the Type-1s will be significantly lower than the Type-2s. And this is similar to our own Silver Eagles back in 2021 when we had two different versions halfway through the year. And speaking of Charles, he supposedly approved his new image back in October of 2022, but it's obviously been worked on for much longer than that. Charles was ready for this. Hell, he'd been chomping at the bit for decades. This is his shot. I was able to hunt down the alleged image that's been approved, so this could very likely be the face that we see on British and Commonwealth coins going forward. Yep, there he is. Better get used to it, folks. He's going to be everywhere very soon, so... but certainly not for as long as his mother was. Hell, for all we know, William's already working on his effigy for when he takes over. I would not put it past him. Anyway, moving on. So, with the known shortage and the rumor mill flying like monkeys from the Wizard of Oz, you kind of had to figure on the vultures moving in at some point. You know, trying to prop up the 23 Type-1s to milk them for profit. And who better to do just that than our favorite local carnival coin connoisseurs, the Home Shopping Network. So what follows is a quick clip from one of their brainwashing sales commercials for the Type-1 23 Britannia.
It became a commemorative on her passing. So they had started to make the 2023s. They didn't really tell anybody that. They started to make them a little early. They had no idea. And then the Queen passes September the 8th. They have a difficult decision. What are they going to do? Are they going to melt the coins? Because are they going to release the coins? Because Elizabeth isn't the Queen in 2023. They decide that they're going to release the coins in essence as a tribute, coins that were made for 1 week and 1 week only. So the first one was technically the 2023, the last coin. I'm going to call it a commemorative. But this coin is literally a tribute. This is a tribute to her reign. And the most the least produced Britannia probably in decades and decades, made for literally 1 week and 1 week only. I was able to secure and procure a very small quantity of these, at a massive premium, in all honesty. I'm absolutely amazed that between us and HSN, we got together so that we can offer this as the same price of the 2022s. When in the marketplace it sells for 10%, 15%, 20, 30% more. We're able to offer the same exact price, and I'm real proud of that.
Yeesh. So first off, he's referring to these as commemorative in honor of the Queen. Commemorative coins in honor of the Queen, to help kind of prop them up as collectibles. Now, they have yet to be described as such from the Royal Mint. Not a peep. Not a peep from the Mint. He also called them a tribute to the Queen. Tribute? Well, what would you call the absolute billions of other coins she's been on over the years? Seriously. Next, he seems to have knowledge that even the Royal Mint won't acknowledge, that the coins were minted for only a week. Now, as far as I know, this has not been corroborated. And unless I hear it directly from the Royal Mint, I'm calling BS. I'll take their word over the hucksters over at the Home Shopping Network for sure. Now, if you folks have heard something on this, please let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to know. It may be some time before we know the true run. And lastly, this knucklehead brags that he's proud. He's so proud to be able to sell the 23s for the same price he was selling the 22s for. He was talking about 10, 20, 30% premiums on the 23s. But nope. You can get them for what they used to sell the 22s for, which was $59 plus shipping. Give me a break, man. What a friggin' joke. You guys were literally charging double the price of most bullion dealers, my dude. Don't act like you're handing out this amazing deal. And people bought this crap. Just for fun, let's take a quick look at what historically expensive Atmex is selling these same highly limited edition coins for. Well, lo and behold, the price on Atmex is $32.50, and that's their highest price. So HSN is once again almost double the price of even one of the most expensive online bullion dealers there are. Let's face it, if you're double the price of Atmex, come on, you're just blatantly ripping people off. Now, why anyone listens to the HSN hype train and they don't do, what, about a 30-second search on Google for pricing is freaking beyond me. Seriously. Something about fools and their money or soon departed comes to mind. And I hate that people are getting snockered. I really do. Let me qualify that. Not so much for the folks who don't want to do some quick research. That's on them. That's just pure laziness. But I feel more for the older folks buying this stuff from these thieves at HSN because, you know, they might not be computer savvy in any way. They rely solely on their TVs. And then they listen to the HSN carnies, and bam, they bought into the hype and overpaid for silver. It sucks. But it's reality, unfortunately. Anyway, let's get back to the Britannia. Alright, let's do a quick synopsis and start wrapping this video up. Number one, the mintage figures from the 2023 Type-1s have not been released, but the guess is they're going to be 3 to 5 times rarer than the 2022s were. Now, that being said, we just don't know the actual mint numbers yet. Please keep that in mind if you see something out there, somebody bragging about, hey, I know exactly how many. We don't know. We don't know. Number two, there may possibly be a slight premium on the Type-1s in the interim, but I say not that much. It is reflecting just a bit in current prices, but not to the rip-off standards of HSN. I think it has a lot to do with the Queen passing and the uniqueness of the coins because, hey, she's not going to be queen in 2023, so there is a collectability factor here. Now, I think if these are going to catch fire and increase in value, it'll happen down the road. But here's the inherent problem. The Royal Mint is absolutely notorious for milk spotting. You guys all know this. Stackers have already reported issues with the Type-1s. They're saying they're milking right up on them. So this could definitely affect value down the road. God knows it's taken many a Queen's Beast coins down a ton, and this one likely won't be any different. You know, a lot of stackers have already turned their noses away from the Royal Mint for this very reason, and this might not be enough to persuade them into paying their hard-earned money for a potentially inferior product, albeit on a superior coin design. It's a shame. It's a shame. The Britannia is just absolutely a beautiful coin. It's a shame that the milk spotting is an issue. It's really too bad. But what are you going to do? So again, we don't know if there's going to be a premium on these for sure. Maybe down the road. Number 3, I'm thinking that the Type 2s are going to be in absolute demand in the beginning. You know, new kid on the block effect, combined with the fact that, well, hell, Elizabeth was the only figure on billions of coins for about 70 years. Now, I've also heard talk that some of the Commonwealths are, well, they're kind of discussing whether or not to include Charles at all on their coinage. That's a soap opera we're going to want to keep our eyes on for sure. And number 4, no one actually knows if the Royal Mint has stopped minting Type 1s with Elizabeth on them. But they are definitely, the plan is to definitely switch to Charles in the new year, 2023. So take everything you hear from the used car salesman on HSN and some other channels, take it with a grain of salt. Because the sales channels are in the business of FOMO selling, and they're very good at what they do.
You rebel scum.
All right. So there you have it. Now, what are your thoughts on the 23 Type 1 Britannia? You going to pick up a few, a bunch, or none at all? And what do you think the premiums are going to be on them? Do you think it's going to increase in value over the years? Or is it just another coin? Let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear it. And that is going to wrap it up for this episode of the Silver and Gold Stack Attack. And if you made it this far, well, kudos to you. I will definitely catch up with you in the next episode. But in the meantime, what you going to do? Hell friggin' yeah, get stacked. Stay safe and be well, everyone. I am out of here. Peace, folks.
Be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes.